Hey everyone, Gnarlash here, and welcome back to some more ARK Survival Ascended. In our last episode, we took out some alpha creatures, so we took out an alpha raptor, alpha rex, and alpha carno. Our raptors actually did a awesome job, however they were not able to handle the alpha T-Rex, unsurprisingly, I should say, right? So we did get it down though. We used Sarah to do that, and now what we're gonna do is breed up a couple more raptors. So let's actually pull out our two breeders here, and we're gonna take the Anki up and get some metal because we are really low on metal. And I'm thinking today we might just focus on the base and getting more of that up and running. We are breeding the RGs. I turned off, so this, the down and depot terminal normally will incubate your eggs for you, but I turn that off now so that we can always turn it back on and it'll incubate them, but I turn it off in case we want to go and try to tame a Gigantoraptor in the near future, which I kind of want to, so we'll see how that goes. For now, what we're gonna do is just chuck these raptors out here, and then we'll set them to breeding because now we need to replace our raptors. And I would like to take the raptors into the Clever Cave and maybe the Massive Cave, but that one's kind of tough because we have to jump a lot of stuff, so I have to keep cryoing and uncryoing them. So let's make sure we have our Anki here. And really what we want to make sure we bring back is crystal and metal. Obsidian is a bonus. We don't necessarily need it, but still nice to have. I'm still not used to being over here on this side of the map. I'm used to looking left and seeing a obsidian mountain. So still getting a little used to that, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so probably a chill episode unless we come across something that we want to tame. We will keep our eyes out for taps because we have a milestone right now to make sure that we tame 3 of them. And yeah, we do. We also want to get a greenhouse up. There's a lot we want to do. So kind of just trying to focus on one thing at a time rather than, trying to do 10 million things at once. So, but if you do enjoy this one, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm actually just going to fly up here to the top of the volcano. And actually, what we're probably going to do is try to get this loot drop first. Doesn't look like there's too much around here. Speaking of that, oh, that is actually the first Dinotherium I've seen so far. Level 90. I'm surprised it's alone. Usually there's more than one, isn't there? I was just about to say I have not seen a Spino yet this playthrough. I've seen a ton of Baryonyx though, so maybe they're just hogging all the spawns. That is a 140 Baryonyx. Can we... Hello? Can we grab this before anything bad comes for us like that Barry? We're gonna try. Okay, I don't know what is in here. Can we get back to Sarah? Okay. Alright. Oh, that's kind of good. That's kind of whatever. I don't think we have fur boots yet, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, I heard the Barry. Let's get out of here before he... I don't know if that water is deep enough for him to swim and tail whip us, but don't want to stick around to find out. Okay, so... Yeah, kind of crazy I haven't seen any Spinos. We will need them at some point, though, to get the sails from them. Because otherwise we won't be able to do Megapithecus Beta or Alpha, which we will definitely be doing. So I'm going to fly up here. I'm going to grab some metal and probably as much crystal as I can, and then head back to base. Okay, so interestingly enough, the Anki auto-harvest metal like we know. However, it does not auto-harvest obsidian, which is not particularly ideal. Or you can kind of trick it into harvesting obsidian, Like if we put him here, maybe he'll harvest these nodes before he can harvest the metal, because he's going to swing at the metal. Let's see. No, he still hit the metal. Yeah, because I think these obsidian nodes actually have metal in them, if I'm remembering correctly. So it would be really nice if it would hit them. I mean, I understand why it doesn't. Ooh, that was weird. I'm wondering then, will he auto-farm the crystal? Because I don't think he's going to. And if that's the case, I think that's kind of a shame. Also, does that mean... Like, if I have him set to metal like I do right now, I mean, it would make sense. But does that mean that he's not going to harvest any crystal? Like, if I drop down and, you know, mount him and then just try to harvest some crystal, will it prevent me from harvesting crystal? I'm gonna have to give that a test, I think. Let's grab these last couple nodes over here and then we'll fly down real quick and see. We have to pay attention though, because sometimes there's a Karch or a Giga in here. Should probably put on the the ghillie helmet that we just got. You need to be very careful. Although I'm not seeing one. So I'm kind of wondering where the other Giga or Karch is, because we only saw one so far. So yeah, and that was over by the ruins. Yeah, so he's not harvesting those. Okay, hit the metal. Okay, hit the crystal, so now we can at least check to see if he harvests the crystal at all. He's harvesting a ton of rocks, which he should just be getting the metal from, so that's kind of good. Okay, so now I want to take a look at his inventory really quick. Okay, sir. What do you have? Okay, so he actually does not harvest any crystal. Like if I mount you, and once you're done emoting, that is crazy. Okay, so we actually have to turn that off then to have him harvest crystal too. Which, I mean, isn't the worst. Will you harvest this now? No, you still have to manually harvest it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing, but... Yeah, there we go. Because I think at the end of the day, when you're harvesting like this... Gosh, what was I gonna say? Like, you can just drop the stone on the floor. Because really... He's harvesting the same. It's not like the stone and the flint and the crystal are being converted into metal. You know, they're just. Whoops! Can we land up here? That's probably okay. They're just being like destroyed essentially instead of being put into his inventory, which not particularly ideal if you're looking to harvest some crystal and stuff. Let me actually throw this on, because we do have this on right now, but we want some heat resistance, and that actually helps a ton. Not sure if it's going to help us from hyperthermia, but definitely worth a shot. Can we have you harvest this? Yeah, so basically he's going to pick up the stone now too, which I don't mind throwing it on the floor if it means that we can actually pick up the crystal and stuff too. So let's have you grab that. Plus, I think we actually do need some flint, because we're gonna be needing to make a lot of spark powder and stuff like that too. So, yeah, let us fly over here. We are still overheating, so have to be mindful of that. But now we should be able to harvest all this stuff. So basically, all those nodes that he hit up top of the obsidian, he ignored the obsidian, essentially. right? So it basically just got destroyed, and whatever metal he got from the node is what he picked up. And how quickly are we dying here? We are not dying quickly at all. That is amazing. So if we had a full ghillie suit on right now, we'd be totally fine. So that's actually awesome. And then, yeah, then we can just throw all the stone on the floor. Perfect. All right, so definitely makes metal harvesting easier. The new settings. It doesn't do anything for like a crystal or obsidian though. So, also I'm wondering if you have it set to flint, if he'll harvest regular rocks. Because I feel like he probably won't, but we might have to test that at some point. Let's see if there's anything good in this purple drop here. Hopefully we can get to it before it expires. Hopefully we can get to it the way it's on that rock there. We might be able to. Let's see. Anki, will you chill here? Perfect. Okay. Oh, that is weird. Okay. I don't know if we'll actually be able to grab this. We can definitely try. So like if we land right here. Okay, that is not, ooh, that is not ideal. Let's bring you down. Please. Oh gosh, okay, let's stop moving. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Unless... Nope, Sarah is not landing where I would like her to land. Maybe. Oh, wait. Oh, I almost had it. We're too low now. Let's try it again. Perfect. Okay, that's crazy. Ceratosaurus saddle, some gunpowder, Megalania saddle, and some metal. We're actually super heavy. We can't carry this, so I'm just gonna chuck it. We have so much metal. Actually, I'm not sure if we can carry the saddles. Let's have you unfollow so nothing weird happens later. Let's give you all the saddles and stuff. Okay, not amazing, but still cool that we were able to get it. And we are back. Okay, let's, oops, we just dropped our Anki. You're probably okay there. So let's go ahead and pull in your metal. Okay, so how much metal do you have? Probably a ton. You have almost 6,000 metal, that's amazing. So this is all raw metal actually, so let's pull in 200 from our vault. And then let's pull in 1,500 from you. Okay. I'll just do that with all of these. Because I don't think we're going to need that much metal in our vault. Oops, did not mean to do that. So 200, and then this one will pull in 2,000. Perfect. And this one will do the same. We also need to make some gasoline, actually, now that I just clicked on the hide. Oh, I see. Okay, let's have you pull in that much from you then. Because we actually pulled too much into this one. And then you can have that. Just want to kind of try to distribute it a little evenly there. Okay, so then we'll also pull in some wood. We should have a ton of wood, I think. So let's pull in 400. And then also for this one, let's pull in, not really sure to be completely honest. Let's pull in 300 hide. Now let's pull in 500 oil. How did I do that? Did I not type in 400 wood? Did I type in 4,000? That is weird. Let's put that back. Yeah, do not know how I did that, but let's try that again. Okay, pull wood. 400. Did I click the pull all last time? This was 300. Yeah, this is 300. And then this is 500. Okay, it worked that time. So, I'm not sure. Although, oh yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened that first time there. That was kind of weird. This one will also do another 400 wood. Might have to take our mammoth out and gather some more wood. But this is definitely going to set us up on the metal front for sure. So that's really good. And then 400. 400? Okay, good. Wonder how much... Oh, actually, it doesn't tell you how much oil it takes per 5 gasoline. I mean, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Okay, Mr. Anki, do you have anything else on you? You do. But that is it. So we will put your stuff away, put you away. Our RG does have a lot of stuff on her. So let's grab all of this. Then we can just pull this into the vault downstairs. We do need to get some oil set up. Or not oil. Gosh. Thinking about oil. Thinking about gasoline. We need, some water set up. Okay, so let's throw our food in here. Mushrooms. Excellent. Okay, all our extra armor can go in here, and our saddles too. Okay, I guess gunpowder can go in here for now. Okay, that looks good. Oh, we want to pull in our other stuff, our crystalline obsidian. So let's do that. I did see a level 20 Gigantoraptor that we could probably try and tame, just because I've never tamed one before. So that might be a good way to kind of see how it is. Boom, perfect. Okay, so that looks good. What we're going to want to do too now is also build up some stuff here. So we have some foundations, we have some triangle foundations. Yeah, we're going to build some more stone building pieces. That is for sure. Maybe I'll do that while the RGs continue to breed here. Let's actually move Sarah up. And then she can breed too. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is, I don't really like, how the ceilings are like flat here. I mean, we're gonna put some railings on them, but I think I'm gonna push out the foundations here, or at least have some walls come down from the top, even if we don't push out the walls from the inside here. And I think that's going to give it a little bit of a nicer look, a little bit of a fuller look. And it's definitely going to make the base look a little bit beefier. So I think that's what we're going to try. So I just made up a whole bunch more building pieces. Let's grab those, and we can grab some of these walls. So we need to put down some of these triangle foundations here because that's what we used above it, right, for those ceilings. So let's see if we can snap these properly. Okay. And the pillars we don't necessarily need to keep. I was just putting them there just to have something to kind of make it look a little bit better, but I'm not really happy with it. So let's throw these down. Okay, So then if we pick up these pillars, make sure we grab the pillars and not the other stuff. There should be another one here. On the other side too. Boom, and then here, boom. Okay. So, I mean, the thing is, right, is that we have all that stuff in our storage room now, but this would give us a lot more space underneath. So if we threw down some walls here then. Does that make it look better? Maybe. Okay. Kind of keeps it with the stone aesthetic, which I do kind of like. Let's also put these railings up here. Because we don't have it in our inventory. There should be some railings there. So let's grab those. Or at least some of them. Because we're going to get pretty heavy really quick, so. Yeah, it also means we'll have to push that door out, because we're going to do the same thing underneath that that overhang there, which I guess we don't have to. But I think this is going to make the structure look a lot beefier. I also have an idea for some stairs here too, which we'll see how that looks in a second. So let's put you there. We're going to leave that open. Put you there. Put you there. Leave that one open and put you there. And then we're going to want railings on you. Nope, not there. We can get this snap point. Just wanted to snap everywhere else but where I wanted to snap to. Okay. It's a little, it's being a little bit sus here. Let's pick you up and let's try this again. Can you? I know you can snap there. Is that? That looks wrong, right? Yeah, how did it do that? Is it not going to snap into the ground? There's no way, right? Why is it being weird? I've never had this issue with anything like with railings like this before. That is so odd. Because like that's not snapping correctly, right? No way. If I snap that across, well then... So it wants to snap that way, but it's not snapping... Of course the railing is going to be difficult. How... I'm not quite sure what's going on here. So I think it wants to snap backwards at the angle that I want it, but it doesn't want to snap forward, which is kind of strange. Are they snapping upside down by any chance? I don't think they are. No, they're definitely not. Let's see if I can put the these back on here. Well, it's a roof now, but no, it still wants to give me that weird snap point. Not a fan of that. Yeah, definitely not a fan of that. This is snapping backwards again. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. I wonder if I pick you up, picks up everything. That is what I thought. Oops. So if I snap you, it only gives me those railing snap points. See, that works fine. What if I snap you over here instead? Actually, while I'm doing this, I might as well go grab the other piece that that we're going to use for that part instead, which may end up looking a little bit better anyway. So we need just 2 of those guys. Gosh, those archers are loud. Yeah, so these railings I think are not railings. These pillars right here I think are okay. So let's use this like that. Use that like that. And now, if I wanted to snap stairs here, can I? Okay, I can. You're gonna snap backwards. Okay, you snap forwards. Okay, I think that's gonna look a little bit better, potentially. Now the question, of course, is can we get our railings on here? Does not seem to want to snap our other railings. For whatever reason. But maybe if it's slanted like this, it's okay. So we can put a railing in the middle then, if we're gonna go this route. A railing there. Yeah, I mean, it is probably gonna look fine with the missing railing. I just kind of would have preferred it to not look like that. Let's grab 2 of these guys. Oh yeah, I want to grab more stuff, but we're like mega overweight right now. Let's see. All right. Let's pop these guys on here. Boom and boom. Okay. Let's get some railings on here. Excellent. Will you snap here? Okay. But you will snap here, right? So whatever is here, whatever's in this area is not letting us snap our railings. So I guess it's gonna have to look like that. I'm not particularly happy about it. But maybe it's okay. We're not gonna put that there. Well, okay, let's some cosmetics on it, I guess. Do we like the frontier cosmetics for these? So I think for the stairs it's fine. But what about these railings? Are these too much though? That is the question. I think those are actually fine. Yeah, I think those look good. right, that's kind of cool. It's too bad we can't get those last railings on there, but I like that. Okay, so I come in here. All right, I think I'm gonna mess around with some stuff and try to figure out how I want this all to work. And then I will bring you back. Because I'm not sure. Yeah, I like the wall like this. I'll probably do the same thing on that side to give it some more like structural look. But I'm not sure if I like this like squareness that we have going on here. Okay, so we've made some progress here, and let me show you what we're looking at. So if we go into photo mode, so I kind of built this out and then just made it kind of look thicker. So it's got like a more solid sort of look to it. I'm not completely sold on how I have the pillars set up yet and the beams set up, but it's very similar. I can't go too far away in photo mode, but it's very similar styles for both of these parts here. What I think I'm gonna do, I talked about this the last time we were working on the base, is push this wall out a little bit and give it that more symmetrical look. And I think that's gonna really add a lot to it. But there will not be like a balcony on that side there. And I'm almost wondering if I enclose the smaller side and then leave the bigger side open, and maybe that's where we put our artifacts. And then, yeah, I'm kind of trying to think where we want like the cooking stuff and everything to go. Maybe that'll go in the basement too. So, although we could just build out this side if we really want to. And then that would give us our place for our artifacts, like a bedroom kind of area, and then a kitchen kind of area with all of our storage and potentially our crafting in the basement. So I'm kind of thinking about going that route. It sounds pretty decent the more I think about it. So I'm going to start by taking that wall down. So let's get out of photo mode here. And yeah, I think the stairs can probably stay where they are. So essentially we're going to just take out a bunch of stuff here, and hopefully the roof doesn't come down, because that would not be great. Okay, so far so good. So then what are we looking at here? Stone triangle ceilings. And that basically goes up to that spot over here. So do we have any of those? We have 4. We're gonna need a bunch more. So let's hold for those really quick. I feel like we might be running out of wood soon. Yeah, quarter ceilings. No, no, we can't move because we're encumbered. Let's see, can we reach? We can. X, is that correct? That is correct, okay. Yeah, I think this is just gonna make it look a lot nicer. And then we'll have to think about opening up the basement a little bit too, because we did add those sections on the bottom, but they're still blocked off. Essentially, so we'll see. It's kind of like dreary down there, so okay. And then I think after that we'll just put some regular ceilings, which I don't have on me. Yeah, so we got 2 rows of ceilings, so 6 ceilings, and then some more of those other ceilings. So let's grab. We don't have any ceilings apparently, so we're gonna have to make some. So let's put all this stuff in here for now. And let's pull for some stone ceilings if we have the resources for it. Let's just pull for 6 because that's what we need. Okay, so we do have those, and then we can take our quarter ceilings back out. And then really what this leaves us open to be able to expand our basement as however much or little as we want, which is actually kind of nice to have that flexibility without having to like really expand the structure too much. Because the thing is too is I don't really want the kitchen in the basement. So if we have like the bed on one side and then the kitchen on like this side, then I think it's going to look a lot better. The foundation support. Let's grab some foundations. We have 4, we're gonna need more than that. Should actually only need 6 of those. So let's craft up some more stone triangle foundations, which, oh, we actually don't have any stone. Okay, so maybe we can throw some pillars down, potentially, to get our foundation support, and then it looks like I'm going to be going stone harvesting here in a moment. So now this is flush with the structure at a 90-degree angle, so let's make sure we maintain that. Like that. Okay, and that might actually just give us the, oops, the support that we need for now. So we can at least get these triangle pieces on. Okay, just not there, which should be pretty easy to fix. Okay, that looks correct. Man, that glow from the red ob over there looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, you. Okay, so that's kind of what that's gonna look like. And then we're gonna have to fix our roof. I'm really hoping that a lot of the roof doesn't just come apart when we go to tear some of it down, but I mean it might. We'll just have to deal with that if it becomes a thing. So what we can do is we can lay out these regular foundations here. Nice. Yeah, and it looks like this will all be usable too. Like this flat area here is just awesome. So let's throw down some more pillars while we're here, because we know that we're gonna want pillars here. I believe it's at that angle. Let me just double check. It's kind of hard to see, I think, because the edges of the frontier pillars are rounded. We want one more set at the front here, like that. I don't want to just get these laid out first. Let me grab a few more here. Pillars, how many do we have? 12, let's just grab all of them. Okay. Perfect, you already have one there, you have one there. All right, so that's all framed out. We really just need the stone to make the rest of those foundations, and then the walls, and that means we're going to need stone to fill out the rest of this structure as well. So what we can actually do is put the frontier skins on these while we're here, and that'll at least be out of the way. Perfect. I don't want to jinx it, but like, there's not been any bad stuff aside from that one dillo that has come up here. So it's actually pretty nice. kind of waiting for like something to come up now. Yeah, these stairs might just stay there. Let's just apply these cosmetics over here too. I noticed in the one section that the... Oh, it's actually over here too. The wood paneling on the stone ceilings here, like the big stone ceilings, are actually facing a different direction. Since it mirrors the other side, I'm actually okay with it now. I was going to work on fixing it, but since it's on both sides, it doesn't really bother me as much. But I am going to go farm some more stone so we can at least get this section wrapped up and potentially even just like this little roof overhang here. And then I think we'll be in pretty good shape in terms of how the structure is coming out. Okay, I think this should be enough stone. My RG is actually close to being to having the yellow encumbrance. So let's head down to our vault and see how much stone we did gather up, and then we can start making some of those other pieces here. So stone. Yeah, that's insane. And then we're probably going to need wood soon too, I imagine. That is so much stone, actually. Do we not have wood at all? How was I pulling before? Unless we had literally used every piece of wood. It's not possible, right? That doesn't seem possible. And I don't think I can pull it from the forge. Let's see. It did let me pull it from the forge. Not really happy about that. I thought that when something was crafting like a forge that you couldn't pull from it. So that's not particularly ideal. Just throw this in the generator here. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind having to go out and harvest some stuff on the mammoth, but like, let's put you away. Yeah, not really happy that it just pulls from the forge like that. But I mean, I guess it's just one of those things. I do not like this fog at all. I always think like something crazy is going to come out of it. I mean, obviously nothing will, but you know, still kind of creepy. I accidentally put a point into melee before, but it's probably okay. Okay, let's go and harvest up some wood. How much wood do you harvest? That is a lot of wood. That's crazy. I'm so glad we got a mammoth. Even if it wasn't the like a max level tame. This is pretty great. Okay, so I'm putting some last minute touches on... Did we place that? No, we didn't. Okay. I thought we placed a random pillar somewhere. On what we have going for the base right now. So let's see, I want some railings down over here. I think we are going to close these areas off at some stage. I'm just not sure how I want to do that just yet, but I do want to make them functional, so just gonna put some railings up here. This is where our kitchen is going to be. I want the bed and stuff to be on the side with the redwoods, and plus the sun comes up on the side, which is kind of nice. Or does it come up? Yeah, it rises on the side, which is really nice. I want to do something with like windows or kind of open concept. What I'm thinking about is something with how we have the glass up in the middle here. It lets this, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a decent amount of natural light in. You can kind of see it on the ceilings there, like on the roof tiles and the quarter walls there. Like, there we go, right there. Like that's all coming in from the glass tiles here. So I'm thinking I want to do something like that on this side at least, maybe on the other side as well. I'm just not sure how I'm going to make it look good. Is basically where I'm at right now. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of adding some. I think I am missing a pillar actually. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay, we'll grab that pillar in a second. Yeah, I just want to get some like some of these last minute things up because I think it's gonna just make the building look kind of complete, but like we all know that it's not done yet. But at least this way, like we'll be able to use it. We can go out and tame some stuff and not worry about having half a base or you know. I mean, it kind of is half a base, but you know, we're getting there. We're building it. It just takes a lot of time to make it look good. So let's see. Oh wait, you know, let's put down the railings first. Yeah, I am liking the mix of the stone, the steampunk, and the frontier for this build. It's actually working together quite nicely. So let's do frontier for the pillars. Perfect. Let's just grab these over here to Raptor Tail. Let's grab these two while we're at it. Excellent. And then those three. Perfect. Okay. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'll hop on the RG or go into photo mode in a minute here and show you how everything looks so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to put railings on the back yet because, I mean, I guess we technically can, because the back is also going to be not closed off, but that's where our artifacts are going to go. Oops, can we click? There we go. Yeah, I really like that. And then back here, so we're gonna want, let's see, let's grab 4 walls for now, and then we're gonna want to make some more railings. So let's, where's the quarter wall? Right here. Perfect. Okay, so let's make a bunch because we're just blowing through resources at this stage, which is fine. I mean, that's why we got the Doedicurus and the Mammoth and everything first, because otherwise this would be, I wouldn't want to do it. Like, it's so many resources, right? Because stone is so expensive, but I don't want to build it out of anything else, because then we don't have to worry about it getting damaged. No gigas are going to be around here, so that is the main thing. Can we snap this? Perfect. Yeah, I think we're going to do a similar overhang on this side as we have on the front of the building, but then we're going to have this I'm not sure that I want these here. I mean, it would make it look a little bit more complete. We could technically bring this out another ceiling, but I'm not sure that I like that, because it's like blocking off the natural light there. I mean, we could, well, let's see. Let's put them back for the moment. And let's say that we want to use the window skins here. Temporarily. I mean, that's not bad. We can accent it with a quarter wall on the bottom. and the top, and have it like a 3-panel high window by 2-panel across. Something to think about for sure. Let's get the rest of these railings down though. We may extend this a little bit more because, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we don't have enough room for all the artifacts over here. So what I may do is kind of how this has 2 ceilings out here. I'll probably just rip the front of this off and then push this out 1 more ceiling and then put it back on. I think that's probably what I will do when we do go to expand this. But for now, I'm thinking it's probably okay. So let's put our skins on here. Perfect. And then in terms of these guys, let's see what we can do with you. Switch this back to walls. And then if we put you there, can't snap you the way we want you. At least not immediately. What if we do that and pick you up? Fix both up. Okay. That is a little bit tricky. Because we're definitely going to want a quarter wall on the bottom. For sure. And there are no quarter wall windows. So if our roof was going to overhang there, do we have any more roof pieces? That's not what we need. We can build a few more. Let's build like, what? 6 of these? I think these are the pieces that we want. So let's see. Yeah, we can't have it mirror the front. So if we have it, flip it. So that gives us that kind of look, which we don't really want here. So we could angle it there. But I don't think that that's what we want. I think we want... What is this? That's a ramp corner. No, we don't want that. So if we have this angle inward, can we do that? Sometimes these snap points are just really, like... They don't want you to snap it. So if we angle that like that, and that like that, then we should be able to stick on some quarter walls there. It's hard to see too because the sun's like in our face right now. Oh, and the Sarah's in our face too. Let's see. Boom. And boom. Okay, now we should be able to snap our walls. Not exactly what we wanted there, but maybe that works. Let's get in here with these RGs. Yeah, let's see if that works the way we want it to. No, I think we need to have them overlap. Yeah, so let's see if we can get them to overlap. Perfect. And then on this side. Perfect. Yeah, because I think that just makes more sense. Oh, you're not frontier. You are frontier. Okay. I like that, I think. Yeah, and the pillars go up. Maybe we even overlap these and make this whole back section windows. That might be kind of cool. For now, though, I think it's okay to leave them. Yeah, and then in terms of the roof coming across, I think what we'll end up doing is one of these kind of deals here. And then like that. And then we would need 3 more. Right? Let's see. I'll probably just craft those right now. And then fit those up there. I mean, we're not going to get that window that we have at the front, but that's because we would have to bring the wall down a lot farther. And I don't really want to do that for the back here. Okay. So then we might have the rest of the pieces that we need in here, actually. So let's grab Sarah. Come on, Sarah. Let's not fall. Perfect. Okay. And let's pop these pieces in. And this piece. And then some quarter walls. Not that way, though. Okay, let's fix this last one over here. Okay. Not bad. And then we want... Let's see, stone. We want 2 more of these guys. And then we want to pull in one of our stone ceilings that we made before. One in the vault, actually, we can pull. Okay, so if we grab you and toss you up here, and then we grab you guys, like that, and we just had it a second ago, like that. Okay, and then cosmetics. Oh. Oh, yeah. No, we'll go for the symmetrical look for now, and then maybe we'll make these glass later if we want them to be. Okay, and then steampunk. Okay. Let's get up here. Switch our skin. Glass rotated. Okay. Let's hop down here a second. Oh wait, we forgot one. I think we forgot two then, probably, yeah. Ooh, almost fell. Okay, how are we looking? We're actually looking pretty good. I'm gonna add a couple more things to the back here. And then I'll bring you back because I think we're about done for now with the build, and then maybe we'll fix some stuff up later on as we continue the playthrough here. Okay, it's been a little while, and I think at this stage we are pretty much done with the build, at least for a while. Aside from, you know, maybe pushing out that back piece there, that back balcony. So let me hop into photo mode and see if I can we can get outside and I can show you what we're looking at here. So this is the front of the base. Let's get rid of that UI. Okay. I think this actually looks really good. And I added a few more windows. You can probably tell to like the sides. And I decided to go pretty much just windows across like the entire, like that midsection there, and then border it with the frontier wood, but then also keep the stone mostly at the bottom. However, we still have some of the stone accent at the front of the base, and I think that looks really good. Some pillar accenting on these balconies here, or like these little, I don't know what you would call these, but you can kind of see like these are a little bit longer than the back one, and I might just end up extending this back one out a little bit, and then that way we can fit all our artifacts on there as well. So overall, I'm really happy with this build. As far as breeding goes, we don't really have a lot of space, but you know, that's where we're going to build a whole separate building for that whole endeavor. But yeah, no, I'm really liking it. I really like the roof. Even the glass bit, like I wasn't sure how I was gonna like this, the glass at the top, but it seems to come out pretty good. I might put a couple more windows of these like little portal windows, on this side here, like on the back. Not entirely sure yet though. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. I love the way it looks inside as well. Like it just has a really nice look to it. As far as the basement goes, we haven't done anything with that, so let's hop back out of photo mode. Basement is pretty much the same. Added some railings here because it kept falling down. But yeah, the basement is the same. This door is still here, so we can actually access this. What we may end up doing is moving storage back into here with a generator, and then have our crafting area down here. Not really sure yet. And then bed and stuff will be over there where the raptors are on that side. Kitchen area will probably be out here. Speaking of which, the whole point of like kind of setting these areas up was to get our grill and our fridge going. Didn't really intend initially on building almost everything. I mean, I think the build is pretty much done at this stage, but I'm kind of glad we did. I'm kind of glad that it's come together and it is looking really really good. So this is powered now, so it can just stay on. That's amazing. Then we can actually pop down our fridge as well. Fridge will collide with the grill, which is kind of annoying, but I put the fridge on the other side so it doesn't really block the view. Are you going through? You are. Yeah, the collision on the fridge is not... I might have to actually like put a wall here to keep it from going. I snap it. Do fridges not snap? Enable snapping. Oh, so it's kind of snapping like that. Can I have you snap the same way on this side? I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Okay, fridge is a little bit more difficult to work with than I would have imagined. Surprised it doesn't snap to the ceiling. That could be okay, where it is right here. I think it's gonna stay there for now. And then if we want to move it, we can. I might tweak it a little bit, but yeah, no, I'm really happy. I'm also really happy to have this grill going and actually have our fabricator up and stuff like that. So really happy with this build, really happy with how it looks right now. And yeah, love the open concept. So, but I am gonna end this episode off here. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.